Hey guys, meteorologist Doug Hetty. We made it through another work week. Weather 2020 video, of course, on here. I do more long range forecasts and a much wider area, so the entire Central Plains. Um, just kind of talking about the pattern, what is up and coming. If you want to check out the Weather 2020 site, go for it. We have a lot of long range products on there, and we got a lot coming down the pike, so it's going to be pretty cool. First off, huge shout out to my boys Superior Roofing and Construction, a four-state premier roofing contractor. They did my roof a little over a year ago. They're family owned. They're local, 7th and High Street. Also have a salon vibe out of there, but great guys. So if you have roofing needs, especially going into severe weather season, give them a shout. The number is right there on the screen. So today I tried to change up what we're going to talk about each and every day. Obviously, for the Central Plains, we do have a rain moving in for the weekend. So we're going to cover that, but I also wanted to go over a little bit of the LRC pattern that, of course, Gary Lezak and I have worked on for decades. And so what is going on now? Of course, we are in cycle 3 of this year's pattern. Now, we are in an El Nino. It does look like we're going to switch back to a La Nina, or at least a neutral phase by the summer. Now, that does not affect the LRC. So the pattern will continue all the way through September, and then our new pattern next year with a La Nina influence will develop. But this year's pattern has been interesting because we are in the third cycle, but we've only had one big bout of Arctic air. So as I was talking about yesterday, we look at the Arctic oscillation. When the Arctic oscillation goes negative, it allows to pull that Arctic air south. And that's something I want to focus on as we get back into the part of the pattern that gave us the deep freeze in the middle of January. So let's go through this. We'll look at the weekend. And I love doing these videos. So make sure you like and subscribe as well. All right, let's take a look. So look at the temps today. It's 59 in Kansas City, Wichita 63, it's 66, Oklahoma City, Joplin, Little Rock. It's just fantastic temperatures. So where is the Arctic air? It's way up here. So these darker purples, that's Arctic air. Look how far it has retreated into Canada. Alaska has been dealing with just severe Arctic air all week. Fairbanks, Alaska, their high temps been like minus 25 degrees. So here's all the Arctic air, but because we kind of have a split jet stream, the northern jets keeping the Arctic air north, and we're getting storm systems on the southern side of the jet stream, or the subtropical jet, which is a very typical El Nino pattern. That's what we normally see. But if that AO, Arctic oscillation, can go negative, it will allow that Arctic air to slam south. So here's the big question. If we will see Arctic air again, if it occurs, which I think there's a better than 50% chance it will mainly occur between February 18th and March 3rd. So today's March 2nd, it's Groundhog Day. I think the rodent, did he see his shadow? I can't remember. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at all. But obviously, we still have 6 more weeks of winter. However, if we get Arctic air again, which would only occur one more time for the winter, it would occur between that February 18th and March 3rd timeframe. Now, let's go and say we don't get the Arctic air. We're still going to have many rounds of storm systems like we did in January. So we need to watch for the system on the 20th and 21st, 23rd, 24th, 26th, and 27th, and then March 1st. So that's 4 storm systems. If we don't get the Arctic air, we'll most likely have rain over to snow situations. But if we get the Arctic air, these will all be snow bouts again. So that's what I'm really focusing on. But we will have those 4 systems coming in at the end of February, which that's kind of the more active stretch of the pattern. All right, where's the hot spot today? It's great across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. But the hot spot for today is going to be some thunderstorms, western Kansas through the panhandles, Oklahoma and Texas. Not severe, but there are going to be some thunderstorms out there. And this is the beginnings of the rain that is going to push east into Wichita, Kansas City, Joplin, Springfield, all as we head into the weekend. Plus, this system is going to start to produce some very heavy snow through the Rocky Mountains, up through the mountains in parts of Wyoming into Montana. So there's going to be quite a bit of snow at the ski resorts as we go through the weekend. All right, let me work you through time. Look at these temps. 71 today in Joplin, 68 in Fort Smith. You can see the rain increasing out to the west, some thunderstorms slowly pushing north and east. So by morning, we have rain from Dodge City, Salina, Wichita, southeast Kansas, Joplin, and also northwestern Arkansas. It's going to be light, it's going to be scattered, but it slowly kind of picks up through the day. Here's 10 a.m. Light showers, eastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas. As we go through Saturday afternoon, you can see the rain kind of picks up a little bit across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Let's continue into tomorrow evening, a nice swath of rain. Now, all of eastern Kansas, Kansas City, Joplin, Pittsburgh, Springfield, Tulsa, Fort Smith. All right, let's continue. As we go through tomorrow night, this band of rain, Little Rock gets into Memphis, West Plains, Jonesboro, still northwest Arkansas, and stretching all the way up into parts of Nebraska. Let's go into Sunday morning. You can see the rain kind of pivoting around that upper level low. So now it kind of extends from Oklahoma City through Joplin, Springfield, all the way through Memphis. During the day on Sunday, this storm system will slowly kind of pivot toward the south and lose its steam. We're going to have showers all weekend long, but most of the rain will be out of here by the time we get into Monday morning. All right, let's look at next week real quick, and then we'll go back and look at rainfall amounts. Monday, cooler, but looks pretty good. Tuesday, also looking pretty good. And then once we get into Wednesday and Thursday, we start to see the beginnings of our next storm system. This is going to take track across the northern plains, but will produce showers down through Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. So this is going to be on Thursday. This system will pass by, and then most likely we're going to have another storm system that moves in on Super Bowl weekend next weekend. So we get into kind of a little bit more of an active stretch. All right, rainfall this weekend. If you live out across central Kansas, Wichita, Salina, Hays, you'll most likely get 1 to 1.5 inches of rain. Even Tulsa, upwards to an inch. It gets a little bit lighter on the Missouri side, Kansas City, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch. Joplin, a half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Same in Springfield, West Plains, Fort Smith. But we need the rain, so we'll take whatever we can get across the region. But that's kind of a breakdown. Of course, I'll give you more videos. We always talk about the long-range forecast. Any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section below. We'll chat soon. I'll be on tonight, KOAM News 5, 6, 9, and 10. See you guys.